I also kind of wanted to go into a little bit of a technology thing. So you mentioned Microsoft Clarity. The other thing, when you're looking at people's behavior and scrolling and downloading certain white papers, do you have a favorite technology for tracking those behaviors? I mean, is that mostly GTM? And to what degree do you have to be good at GTM, Google Tag Manager, to be a good B2B marketer? Or is that something you can outsource to someone else?
Yeah, I think it kind of gets into a bigger conversation too. More and more of the automation coming in, I think that really does make marketers, especially in the PPC space, have to become a little bit more technical or a little bit stronger in terms of actually like the copywriting side of things. So I do think Tag Manager, and especially with GA4 coming in, everything is event based, everything is hit based. So Tag Manager has been a focus, for our team and anyone that I speak to for a long time, because you don't need to work with a developer to get everything done. You can get them to kind of fact check you. So Tag Manager is super important because you can go in and add all of basically the default settings and listeners for clicks, for forms, for scroll depth. And just like you mentioned, we can add, clarity and heat mapping like Hotjar and all that fun stuff right through Tag Manager. So I would totally recommend, if you're not using Tag Manager, go in and get the basics and set up the listeners, and they'll port those over into analytics, whether it's UA or GA4. And that gives you the full like behavior and hit report for all of the events that users are taking up until they take your actual conversion, like a demo. So you'll see, are they scrolling through pages? Are they going to your blog? Are they clicking on the pricing page before they go to book a demo? That's where you're going to learn and do your best learning. So Tag Manager is probably my favorite tool in that sense.
Adding to what Brandon just said, if you've never used Tag Manager, this is what I tell new employees. Meanwhile, you don't hit the blue button at the top that says publish. There's nothing you can break. Have fun with it. Test new things. See if they're working. Make sure that you are seeing yourself in real time in Google Analytics if you're trying to set up something there. But meanwhile, you don't hit that blue button that says publish. It's a free space for you to learn and test new things and make sure that you can track things. So that's my 2 cents on that.
Exactly, but be careful when you hit that blue button, because things can go wild. No, and it's also like, for us at Optimizer, just like GDPR compliance and all the codes you have to set up to accept the cookies and do proper validation of all of that. GTM is a great tool to help with that. But so kind of the point is, you can use GTM to fix your marketing, and if you break it, it's not just to the extent of, hey, we're no longer collecting data and analytics because we made a mistake, but there are some pretty big repercussions if you accidentally remove some GDPR compliance, for example. But yes, GTM is a great tool. Hey, let's